Welcome back to Beardchanics Garage. Very exciting episode today because this madman is just getting another project, and yeah, it's going to be quite a mad project. We are at Rally Sport Engineering Academy because this is where we are getting our project from. If you've been on the channel before and you followed us for a while, you probably already seen it. And no, it is not this one. And so you've got to admit, this is pretty damn cool. And you will get noticed bringing this to a car show or a car meet. It's not this one either, which will be very nice. That's AIDS Max Power project. I'll put its details in the bottom. It's not this. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm French and all, but this is when the Renault Clio looked really ugly. Previous generation, yes. This, no. This we already have it, as you know. It's been here a while, but so much stuff is being done to it. And it's getting there, so the engine is in there, it's working. For a quick update on this, it's just the water pump wasn't quite right, so we are still going to change the water pump, otherwise the engine is starting, because basically it's getting the pump change, the belt, suspension going to change, new airbox system, new exhaust, you know, it's getting plenty of love. So it's been here a while, but you know, it's aids on the students that are actually helping us out on this one. So, you know, it will be great to be able to appreciate all their work. But anyway, that's not why you're here. So I guess we should probably show you the next project, or should we show you the engines and go in it first? Nah, come on, let's see the project. And here we go, project Pesta. So that one we won't even have to find a name for it. Perfect, because as you know on this channel so far, terrible project naming. But this is a Mark V Ford Fiesta, but it's not a normal Fiesta. Because if we come to the rear, to start with, have a quick look on the inside. In here the wheels, they are not staying. The rest is staying, but yes, stripped, very stripped. Look, even at the door card have been completely removed. There is more stripping that could be done. No dashboard. We don't even have a steering wheel. But have you noticed the handbrake? Yes. And have a look in here. What's going on at the back? As you can see, there is a big hole at the back. And it's because this Ford Fiesta actually have the front of a Ford Puma. Pesta was designed to take two engines, one at the rear, one at the front. As you can see, we don't have any engine. The little blue Fiesta you've seen just a minute ago, that's what's getting the Puma engine, because this basically is AIDS old project. As you know, it's got plenty of the one going on, so that's why we got the opportunity to essentially buy the shell. So the plan for it is going to be engine at the rear first. So, you know, we want to be able, we are going to weld the differential as well, obviously, because we are going to turn this into a little burnout machine. We are going to keep it the way it was designed for, so 1.7 liter Ford Puma engine at the back, 125 brake horsepower stock. With a little tune on everything, we can get them to 150. When we've got all of this working nicely, we'll have plenty of fun with it, and then we will shop an engine at the front, do the same preparation, and we should eventually end up with a Ford Fiesta that will be 300 brake horsepower, all-wheel drive, 2 engine. And aids actually weighed this with one engine. With one engine, only 800 kilograms. With 2 engines, we will still be underneath the 1000 brake horsepower mark. So this potentially, with 2 engines, will have more power to weight ratio than an S3 stock. So yeah, should be pretty sick. There will be plenty to do. Look, this is actually what came out of it and what we will need to get. So that's the 1.7 sump, which will fit directly in it. That's the beauty of this project. There was already 2 in there. As you can see, no windows, but we're actually going to get the template that Aid made in the past, so we can have some. But I was thinking, should we just mesh all of the windows as well instead of doing windows? I like the idea of making windows, at least, you know, we are in England, and so that I can practice, because I very much like to do those on the S3 eventually. And you can buy them already made, but like for the S3 it's $1.50, where if you do it yourself, the same way Solo Lap has done it, I'll put his thingy bob there, you go check him out. Mad cars. Yeah, so it's, you know, good practice one. Now we've got a welder and we want to play more with metal. I don't want to learn on an S3, simply because, you know, cost and all, where this is perfect. Not everything is done to completion, like some of the cage aspect as well were kind of tacked in, so if you come in places, we can see it's very much just tacked in, or here the bar is not actually long enough, but if you go all around, it's still quite a significant cage. Here it's actually where the radiator is going to go. It never had a fuel cell in it, so the way Aid was testing it is basically just had a fuel tank as a passenger, and that's the way it gets it done. But as you can see, there is a space here where we could potentially put a fuel tank, but you know, for now we'll just couple of containers or whatever, and you know, get it going. But yeah, that is basically, you know. I mean, I know I just sold the Corvette and we just started on the rear-wheel drive GSXR Micra, and I'm going to need to sort out stuff to find the place, but when Aid offered, so somebody was actually supposed to get the shell, they didn't, but yeah, when Aid offered, I just had to. I just always love this, the first time I've seen it. I mean, twin engine, tiny little crab box. How can I not love that? So yes, you know, that is what is going to come to the channel. This should be rather straightforward though, because like I said, essentially we just need to install an engine in it. Everything has been done for it, and I've already located somebody on eBay that has converted some of those to Puma before, so it's quite used to it. And I reckon might be able to source us both drivetrain and all that jazz. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment, guys. You know, am I crazy? Is this going to be a goddamn exciting project? And ideas, whatever, any suggestion. To start with, you know, we are going to go budget. That's why the 1.7 is a good fit, but obviously, as you've seen, the hole is big. Eventually, we can actually put a ST170 engine in it, and you know, eventually two, and eventually go crazy. Obviously, many projects. So the main goal, like I said, is going to be install the engine at the rear, get it running, and just go on with it basically, because I've been meaning to learn the handbrake for a while, and I admit in the S3 I'm waiting to have skills before I do it, because if I crash that, you know, fixing it's expensive. When this, if you crash it, well, the beauty is spare parts are pretty cheap and abundant. But anyway, blah 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 blah, Gilles. Yeah. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.